Hello, my name is Perdita Dickson. I'm from Monash Health. So this is really a story about me and my experience in the last probably year and a half. So I was working in heavy manufacturing and had been for over 10 years, and predominantly in an occupational hygiene role. And if you talk to me, I am quite passionate about trying to make improvements to people's health. Now, this is a story that is being seen all around the world, and due to the reduction in manufacturing, I actually had to make a change and decide what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. So I looked at what was happening in the world, and manufacturing the demise of manufacturing isn't just here in Australia. We see it all around the place. We can see that our steel industry is going downhill. Automotive has left Victoria and South Australia, so manufacturing in general was not somewhere where I wanted to be working. So where to? I wanted to work for a large and diverse organisation. I love occupational hygiene, but I do think we can add value to bigger safety teams or to organisations and other roles, so I didn't want to just focus purely on occupational hygiene. This is what the future is looking like, and this is where the jobs are. So in my opinion, I thought it was a very smart move to look for a job in healthcare, because they're not going to shut down hospitals. People are always going to be sick and giving birth, etc. So now I work for Monash Health, which is the largest public hospital network in Melbourne. We have over 16,000 employees. We have over 52 sites. So it is a large organisation, and there are a range of hazards. We also have a lot of other safety issues, as all businesses do. And you can see here that I'm just going to talk about a few of them. Occupational violence, we've got a slide on that, but manual handling is a big factor. Needle stick is huge still, and slips and trips, oh my God, how many people fall over? So occupational violence, I don't know if anybody is aware, but this is a real issue in healthcare, and I just have one slide on this. It's important that people know that across the world, nurses and other people in healthcare are being hit on a daily basis, and they accept it. So there is a lot of work happening in that space. But getting back to hygiene, what does healthcare have? It has a lot of chemicals. I never thought about how many chemicals there were. Just some really interesting things all around the place: liquid nitrogen, funny x-rays giving off vinegar smells. We do have a lot of the usual suspects that you will see in manufacturing or in mining, etc. We've got cooling towers, we've got people doing welding, oxygen bottles everywhere. They just never seem to finish or stop. Confined spaces. Some other not so expected suspects. So we also have production kitchens. So we're a production line. We make our own meals for all of the patients that are there. We also have plant rooms, and we also have a humongous amount of waste. Single-use items just cause waste. Oh good, we don't have noise. Recently I did some noise monitoring in dental, which was very interesting. 3 days of sitting in our dental areas, I heard one child scream a little bit. The noise levels were really good. Look, they weren't exceptionally high, and it was really good to give the confidence to the dentist that there wasn't an issue. Another key topic that I'm involved in is cytotoxic medicine. Really, I just went to a very good presentation on this. One of the biggest things is there's just so much information that people get very confused what they should be doing. There will be more to come. Asbestos in hospitals. They are the most, it's just the biggest issue that we have with communicating and controlling, and people knowing the facts about asbestos. They are so overwhelmed by it. So there is more to come. There is a lot to do. Some really interesting things: MRIs, electrical surgery, decontamination, infection control, I think anaesthetic gases, you name it, it's kind of there. There is a long list of things to do. There are a lot of complexities. The employees are really passionate. However, they're very passionate about patient safety. So it's about getting them to think about their own safety as well. The strategy from the government isn't particularly great. They do not support safety in healthcare, fundamentally. So my experience so far is I work in a really great team, and it's fantastic to be there. The hospital wants to look after its people, so at least just starting with that good basis. There are lots of new hazards and technologies, and I love learning about new things all the time. So the takeaway message is that for us younger people in hygiene, potentially we won't be in manufacturing and mining forever. So when you have to have a think about what you want to do, maybe look at broader roles, think about industries you haven't worked in. Because as everybody says, occupational hygienists are the best people in the world, and we can provide so much value to every single industry out there, not just the typical ones that we normally work in. And the low road to Loch Lomond is really, you can take whatever road you want and you will get to your end goal. So thank you.